Bible is a sacred scripture that has been a cornerstone of faith for millions of people around the world. Its teachings and lessons have shaped the moral fabric of society, influencing art, literature, music, and even politics. However, in today's world, where information is readily available at our fingertips, it's ironic that the true lessons of the Bible are often distorted, misrepresented, or altogether ignored by mainstream media. This phenomenon is not only unfortunate, but also detrimental to the spiritual growth and understanding of the masses. Mainstream media, driven by ratings, clicks, and advertising revenue, often prioritizes sensationalism over substance. When it comes to reporting on the Bible, they frequently focus on controversy, scandals, and outliers, rather than delving into the depths of its teachings. For instance, a news story about a religious figure embroiled in a scandal will garner more attention than a thoughtful analysis of the biblical principles of forgiveness, compassion, or humility. This selective reporting creates a skewed perception of the Bible, leading many to believe that it's primarily about dogma, rules, and judgment, rather than its core message of love, redemption, and personal transformation. Moreover, mainstream media often relies on experts or pundits who may not necessarily be well-versed in biblical scholarship or theology. These commentators may offer superficial or misinformed interpretations of biblical passages, which are then presented as factual or authoritative. This can be particularly problematic when it comes to complex or nuanced themes, such as the nature of God, the role of faith in works, or the relationship between Christianity and other religions. The lack of depth and understanding in these analyses can lead to confusion, misinterpretation, and even ridicule of the Bible's teachings. Another significant issue is the media's tendency to reduce the Bible to a set of simplistic or divisive sandpits. Politicians, for example, may cherry-pick biblical verses to justify their policies or ideologies, while ignoring the broader context and richness of the scripture. This sort of selective appropriation can be damaging, as it reinforces stereotypes and reinforces existing biases, rather than encouraging meaningful engagement with the Bible's teachings. Furthermore, the media's focus on polarizing issues, such as abortion, LGBTQ+ rights, or immigration, can create the impression that the Bible is primarily a tool for political debate, rather than a source of spiritual guidance and wisdom. The consequences of this superficial coverage are far-reaching. Many people, particularly those who are not familiar with the Bible or have limited exposure to its teachings, may develop a misguided understanding of its core principles. This can lead to a range of negative outcomes, from dismissing the Bible as irrelevant or outdated to using its teachings to justify prejudice, intolerance, or even violence. Moreover, the lack of nuanced and informed reporting can also alienate those who are genuinely seeking to explore the Bible's teachings, as they may feel that the media is more interested in sensationalism than substance. Ultimately, to truly learn the lessons of the Bible, one must engage with the scripture itself, rather than relying on mainstream media's filtered interpretations. This requires a willingness to read, study, and reflect on the Bible's teachings, as well as to seek out wise and knowledgeable guides who can provide context, insights, and guidance. By doing so, individuals can develop a deeper understanding of the Bible's message, which is rooted in love, compassion, and the transformative power of faith. As the Bible itself reminds us, "My people are destroyed from lack of knowledge," Hosea 4:6. It's time for us to take responsibility for our own spiritual growth, rather than relying on the imperfect and often misleading lens of mainstream media.